we're going to do a little bit of a beginner's tutorial. Been struggling with your first drop. So basically, uh, this is going to be aimed at Pip777. If you want to survive in the beginning of the game, you have to be as quick as possible, concise, and just have a plan what you're doing before you even hit the ground. So right now, we're in the Miramar map. This is the new map that's been established about a month ago or so. And of course, I've got the fancy dancy winner winner chicken dinner t-shirt here. Um, just waiting in the lobby. So basically, depending on where this plane wants to land, you're looking at the map here. So every block here on the map for beginners stands for 100 yards or 100 meters. Yards would be in American, meters would be Canadian terms. This really counts. Say I'm here in this building and there's a guy right here. That's roughly, we're gonna say that's about 75 yards, 75 meters. If you have a sniper rifle, I'm using a sniper rifle, say, and I have a 4x scope. I want to shoot that guy over there. Anyways, enough of that. So we're in the plane. Push delete to remove your markers. Alright, so it looks like I'm coming through here. So say I decide I want to land in El Pozo. I'm not going to. I'm probably going to want to go for like the top section of San Martin. So basically, if you're going to be going over any city in Miramar or Erangel, the other map, you're going to want to pick the high ground first, because everybody's going to try and land in here. So I've already got my game plan before I've landed. I'm taking the high ground so I can see where everybody lands. You can also look around with your mouse to see where people are landing near you. Okay, so I got a few guys coming up towards me. So watch my inventory. Watch how I loot, okay? I also forgot to tell you guys, so make or break your game. Hold Alt while you're using your mouse, and you can look around. Now I have my mouse button set to pick up my thumb button without moving physically. And say you're moving forward, you can still hold if you want something Alt quick. You just and drag and drop, pick it up. I got my reload button set on my other thumb button. I also have my interact. So there we go. I've already got my gun. I've got my gear. I set my fire type to the F button now. I disabled the F for interact on my keybinds. So you might want to do that. So to do that, you go into your settings, you go to control, and you scroll down until you see your interact button. See, I have it set for period or my mouse button. So this is how I have it set. So on my mouse, that's my interact button. That's my reload. Okay. Pip, you've got the same type of mouse. I'd suggest you set it for that. And make sure that your interact button is not set for F, it's set for period. I got prone set for Z, crouch set for C. Everything else is pretty much the same, really. And the reason why I disabled F, the only thing I changed, because if you're in a vehicle, was and you want to switch the interact fire type, and you're going to shoot at somebody. If you want to unarm yourself and run faster, say I'm running in a field, I push X and I put your gun away, so you can run faster. Yeah, you don't accidentally throw yourself over a vehicle while it's moving. Or a sniper rifle, you run slower with those things in your hand. Just a tip. Okay. So basically, what I'm gonna try and use as an example is when you see stuff like this, just do that. You can do that too. But I try and drag and drop everything over quickly as possible. Um, if you got something you want to install on your gun, and depending on which gun you're holding, you can do this too. Say I have a shotgun, I can switch it to the top or the bottom. And that will prioritize when I say I want to. I need to find an item here to make an example. I couldn't find an item. Okay. So basically, say that cartridge for that my shotgun AR, the extended mag. Say it's in your inventory. If you right click on it in your inventory, it will put that. It will put that extended mag on the gun automatically for you. That's in that top inventory section. Let's go 1 and 2. There we go. Switch it out. Crouch. Don't stay still when you're reloading anything. Check your corners. Really pay attention to what's going on with your sound and environment. If you hear somebody moving, stop moving. Stop moving, but make sure you have them in your sight, or if not, wait until they get close enough. Then luckily, I didn't get pushed when they're pushing you right away, so I had time to get gear. Basically, you just want to, especially for the beginner, you really want to sneak around. You really want to be careful on what choices you make, where you leave yourself in the open. Like, anywhere out there, probably not a good idea. At least over here, I've got rocks. Somebody's shooting me from, say, right there. I can just duck down and flank them, right? Or I can wait him out. Oh, there's somebody right there. Watch this. Okay. He's going to be expecting me to come out from that direction, so I'm going to go around. Get the high ground. Now what ends up happening when I go in that building, as you'll see, I made a mistake, and he did the right thing. He waited. Definitely in those buildings over there. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he sees me. You'll see. It's coming up. You got to learn from your mistakes every game. Basically, every death is a lesson. Oh, stupid boy. Don't get discouraged. You get one life in this game. This isn't Call of Duty. You got to play it differently. Now he stopped moving. I couldn't tell where he was until it was too late. See that? Okay. That's okay, but that's just an example though. Like if you're in a real crunch, okay? He was smart. He waited. He got the high ground for me to push. So that's just an example on how you get set up, how you get looted, how you prepare yourself for a fight. RebelSeven77 signing out. Alrighty, so you guys kind of see how I have the setup when I actually, you know, do the streams, how I do things, what I use. You've seen the application. So I want to sign out with, we didn't get a chicken dinner on that example tutorial, so without any further ado, I'm going to sign out for the video. You guys have an awesome day. I've got tons of chickens behind me, so I don't even care that I died in that little tutorial, so it's not a big deal. Don't let a death stop you. from starting the next game.